Hello all my peoples, it's the Lethal 12 here, and I'm going to run down the card for Hell in a Cell this Sunday. Now, I'm not sure this is the full card, but it's just the stuff that I believe it's the official card, but I'm going to give my critique, my predictions, and some extra stuff here and there about what's going on. Okay. First up, I'm going to talk about the Divas match. The Divas title is going to be AJ Lee versus Paige once again. Now, these last few months, these two have been playing hot potato with that Divas Championship. You know, ever since Paige making a debut on the main roster, winning the title, held it for a few months, and then AJ comes back, wins the title on her return, and then month after month, it's been title change after title change after title change. Right now, AJ's the champ. It wouldn't surprise me if Paige ended up winning back the title. But I got a feeling AJ's going to actually hold on to the title. I don't know. I don't think Paige is going to win it this time. Unless Alicia Fox gets involved. But I think AJ might have something up her sleeve. So I'm going to say that AJ Lee will hold on to the championship. Then you have the tag team titles. Rematch from Night of Champions. Usos looking to regain the tag team titles from Team Dust, Stardust, and Goldust. Now, the Usos, they had a great run as tag team champions. They did lose cleanly to the Dust Bros, Stardust, Goldust, and Night of Champions. It was a great match. I mean, the Usos, like I said, they had nothing to be ashamed of because they had a great run. But I don't know. I mean, as much as I would like to see the Usos regain those tag team titles, I think the Dust Boys, Goldust, Stardust, I think they're gonna somehow hold on to them. Yeah, I think they're gonna do something and they'll hold on to the championship. I don't know if I see any title changes this thing. That's what I'm gonna say about that. Sheamus defends the U.S. title against The Miz, who was going to be in his corner, Damian Mizdow, his stunt double. Sheamus has been a dominating U.S. champion, but the thing is, you know, most people saying he's getting like the Ambrose treatment. When Ambrose won the U.S. title, he rarely defended it. Sheamus rarely defended the U.S. title, but this Sunday it will happen. I think Mizdow, not Miz, is going to get involved. But you know what? I'm going to call this. I think Sheamus is going to actually hold on to the title. But something's going to happen between Miz and Mizdow. Something crazy is going to go down. But overall, I think, you know, I'm going to say that Sheamus is going to hold on to the title. He's going to nail that bro kick on probably one or both guys, if we're lucky. And yeah, he'll get the win. Still be the U.S. champ. Okay. Now you got the tag team already. The Intercontinental Championship, the other championship, the Intercontinental title, will now be a 2 out of 3 falls match between Cesaro and Dolph Ziggler. Now, they recently fought this past week on SmackDown, and it was a great battle. Ziggler and Cesaro put on quite an effort. They put on quite a match. And this is getting a good rivalry. Now they're going to go at it 2 out of 3 falls. This is going to be a tough one to call. But I think Ziggler is going to hold on to the IC title. He's going to continue as the IC champion. I think it's going to go down to the third. It's going to come to the third fall. Cesaro might pick. I'm going to say Cesaro picks up the first. Ziggler wins the second fall, and then Ziggler ends up winning the third fall and holds on to the title. And I'm going to say a little something about Cesaro after I get through the predictions. Then you have Big Show versus Rusev. Now, this originally happened on Raw. That was supposed to be the rubber match. No, I'm sorry, not the rubber match, but the rematch. And Mark Henry got involved, causing a DQ. And I think it's going to happen again this Sunday. I think Rusev's going to end up winning the match. But here's what I'm going to say. I think Mark Henry's going to get involved and cost Big Show the match. He's going to turn heel, and Big Show and Mark Henry are going to fight each other again and again and again. Renew their rivalry. and Rusev's going to move on to something different. Rumor has it he might be going after the U.S. title. You know, be the Russian or Bulgarian with the American title, the U.S. title. But we'll see what happens. But I'm thinking Rusev is going to win this Sunday. Stay unpinned, unsubmitted, you know, never been beaten by pinfall or submission. I think that's going to be still intact. Until something, I mean, there's got to be someone that's going to take down Rusev, though, and I don't think Big Show's going to be the one. You got, well, here's a match I kind of really don't care too much about. The Bellas, Brie Bella, Nikki Bella, the sister battle. They'll face off one-on-one. The winner, well, what happens is whoever wins, the loser, the other Bella sister, is going to be their personal servant for an entire month, for 30 days. The losing Bella will be the Bella maid to the other sister. I really don't care too much for this match, because this Bella storyline thing is kind of whack. But I am going to say, if I gotta choose which Bella's gonna come out on top and which Bella's gonna be the servant, I think Brie's gonna win the match, and Nikki is gonna be the servant. That's what I'm gonna say. Like I said, I don't really care about that match, but I think that's what's gonna happen. Man. And then you got the co-main events. I don't know if I'm missing any matches in between there, but the co-main events. Cena Orton once again inside Hell in a Cell. This is like the 100 million counter. I don't know. But it's not the first time those two faced off in Hell in a Cell. It's the second time. I was actually there when they faced off the first time in a Hell in a Cell match. It was the very first Hell in a Cell pay-per-view back in Newark, New Jersey. I was there. And Orton beat Cena that night. And I believe the title was on the line too, the WWE title. He beat Cena to win the title. This time, another Cena Orton encounter, but this time, the winner will have a future shot at the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Brock Lesnar. They'll get a future WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Now, with that being said, either we're going to see Cena versus Lesnar again, Cena looking to get a second chance to regain the title, or for a first time ever, Orton Lesnar, which would be pretty interesting. I'll admit that. But if I gotta choose, I think Cena's gonna win. He's gonna challenge Lesnar again and somehow regain that championship. Yeah. And then you have the other main event, which really, personally in my mind, this match needs to save the show, because Hell in a Cell is looking like crap. But this match needs to save the show. Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins will finally get it on one-on-one inside Hell in a Cell. I'm really hoping for a good match. They better live up to this potential. This has to be the match of the night. Because if it's not going to be the match of the night, then Hell in a Cell is going to be in a shithole. Hands down. But with that being said, I think Ambrose is going to pull it off. I'm going to call this, I think Ambrose is going to finally beat Seth Rollins one-on-one. And it's just going to be a stepping stone towards greater things to come for Dean Ambrose. But I still got, I do have a small feeling that Kane is going to somehow get involved. And possibly Randy Orton after what happened on Monday. Possibly Orton will get involved. But we'll see what happens. I believe that's all the matches. Now, here's the other things I have to say. I mean, with the WWE going on right now, there's this thing about the Divas. One thing I want to clear up. There was a rumor going on saying that the Total Divas were not allowed to challenge for the title, but Stephanie shut down that rumor, saying that's not true. And I'm glad it's not true, because, well, let me just say this. Of all those Total Divas, really Naomi and Natalya are the ones that matter. They are the most athletic divas. Although Natalya has been champion, and I know she'll be champion again real soon, but Naomi needs a shot. She deserves a shot. Trinity, Naomi, probably the most talented diva on the roster right now. She should be challenging for the Divas title. And it's disgusting that they're not giving her a chance. I'm a little partial about Cameron, but I really don't. But Cameron is not, Ariane Cameron, I don't think she's really at that level like Naomi or Natalya is. I don't think she's really that athletic like those two. But really, Naomi, Natalya, those two should be getting more championship opportunities. Not the Bellas. And I'm sick of seeing AJ and Paige, although, I mean, that's a great rivalry. I'll admit that. But it's kind of getting tiring because they've been playing hot potato with that title. And something else I want to bring up, I saw a rumor saying AJ would like to have a Hell in a Cell match. Why not? This will separate, I mean, but this is the thing that separates the WWE Divas and the TNA Knockouts. The TNA Knockouts will take to that. They'll take that step. They'll take that level. They've done hardcore matches, ladder matches, tables matches, street fights, cage matches. That's what separates them from the WWE Divas. The Divas, I love to see them in those type of matches. But knowing the McMahon, Helmsley, Levesque family, they're going to be afraid. They got to protect that money. They're going to be afraid. But I think they should give it a shot. And personally, I would think, you know, why don't WWE take a page out of TNA book? That's kind of going out on a limb. You know, TNA has a pay-per-view lockdown where every match is in a steel cage. Why don't they do the same with the Hell in a Cell? Put every match inside Hell in a Cell. And I bet it would rock. They would make money. They would sell out. They would sell out. The fans would come in. The fans would watch. I think that would put them back to where they usually be. Because right now, they need a lot. They're in desperate mode. Because look at, like I said, Daniel Bryan's out. Who knows when he'll be back? Roman Reigns is out. Same thing. Who knows when he'll be back? Now, there's a rumor going on saying that Orton may be injured. And that's going to be a problem. CM Punk, we all know the thing with CM Punk. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's going on with that? Ryback's out. Wade Barrett, Bad News Barrett is out. A lot of injuries are hurting the company right now. And nobody else is stepping up. Somebody that really should have stepped up was Cesaro. I think they had a chance with him. When he was with Zeb Coulter, it made him a bigger star. When he won that giant swing, he became a bigger star. But then they put him with Paul Heyman, and I think Heyman killed him. I think Heyman poisoned him and killed his push, killed his rise. Cesaro should be in the main events. He should be challenging for the WWE World title. He should be fighting Cena and Orton and Rollins and Ambrose and Kane and even Triple H. I don't know why they're not giving him that opportunity. I don't even know why they want to keep him here. I think he needs to go face, and I think he's gonna. And I would love to see him as champion, and he could carry the company for sure. And I'm interested to see what this Wyatt thing is done. Now that all three guys are set free, Eric Rowan, Luke Harper, and Bray Wyatt. And then they have this pregnant woman, the pregnant Bella, saying, it's coming. What is it? Are we going to finally see the arrival of Sister Abigail? Or what? I'm anxious to see what happens. But really, but let me just say this. The WWE, they need a lot of help right now. They're in desperate mode. And we're nearly heading towards the end of the year. You know, the other big pay-per-view coming up, Survivor Series, next month. They need to put Lesnar in, give the title match there. I don't like what they're doing with this Lesnar thing. This is last I checked, this is WWE, not UFC. UFC, the main champions can challenge and have fights in like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months down the line. That never happened in WWE. Never. Not that I know of, at the least. I've been a fan for 20 plus years. I never heard that the champion, when he's not hurt, not injured, now nothing else happening, can just lollygag and go off to the French Riviera or something and go party and try to look for some new Paul Heyman chicks. You know, I think that's what they've been doing. You know, Lesnar, Heyman, out, sipping on coconuts, looking for more Paul Heyman hoes. But that's what I gotta say, man. So really, and I hate to say this, I blame Triple H, I blame Stephanie, I blame Vince. They need to do something. A lot of people not stepping up. We're seeing the same tired matches, the same boring storylines, the whole 9 yards. NXT is basically looking like the better show. And it's been, like I said, a few years, these past few years, NXT, it's always been the third show that looks better than the first or second show. It happened with the ECW brand. That was the better show. And now NXT is looking like the better show. It's better than Raw. It's better than SmackDown. And that's saying something. I would be kind of afraid now if some of them come up to the main roster, because they're not going to get that opportunity. You know, they're going to get screwed over, buried in the background, taking back seats to the other people, and it won't progress. So they just need to get everything together. That's all I got to say about that. All right. Hopefully Hell in a Cell will be good. I'm hoping. Ambrose Rollins, that match better be the match of the night, or it's going to be in a shithole. And it is what it is. Alright. So, that's all I got to say. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.